Hi, this is Julie Johnson. I'm your instructor for EDP 421. I just want to go over a few things on this course. I will try to make this brief because I know just looking at me scrolling around on the computer is not that great. But I wanted to go over a few details, especially in the syllabus. Here's my cell phone. Please use it. Text me if you have any questions. Let me know who you are. Let me know this is for EDP 421. That's very helpful to me. Don't send me assignments through email. That's not gonna work. It's just very confusing. When we have Blue Quill, we need to use Blue Quill. The class is entirely on Blue Quill. There is no textbooks, but there are some articles and things that I'll show you how to access in a second. And you will be finding books to read at the library. So this is children's and adolescent books, so you're going to be finding books to read. You can go to the library, or if you're in field, you can talk to your field teacher, and that's fine. That's totally fine. So here's this course schedule. I'm going to stick with these dates as closely as possible. I'm not going to move these around, just because 8 weeks goes pretty quick, and I need you guys to stay current with the work, and it's just once we start moving due dates around, it gets real jumbled up, and then there's too much at the end. Okay, so you have, in the next few days, you have to get on Diigo, you have to find some books and read some stuff. So, and then this is due November 2nd, which is in the week 2, but you will have discussion guides, you have talked to your partner, and be able to fill out individually. Each of you are going to fill out your own discussion guides. Okay, so you can see the breakdown of points there. I won't belabor this, but try to evenly space things out. The stuff that you do on a weekly basis is worth 75 points each, plus the Diigo response is worth 15 points each. And then you have a book talk, technology presentation, a group presentation lesson plan, and I'll send out another video all about that later on in the term, and then one final exam. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. And if you're like me, you may want to print that time schedule out, just have it available to you. I like to see things not only just on Blue Quill, but in my hands. So, okay. How do I choose my book? This is really important. I think I already have it open. Yeah. Okay. So if you are early childhood candidate, you'll choose 5 children's books. If you're middle childhood, you'll choose 3 children's books. If you're AYA, you just choose 1. Okay, make it significant. I kind of go into description about what makes a good book for this particular discussion guide in class, because really the purpose of this class is to help us, future teachers, make thorough and purposeful decisions about what books we want to have in our classroom. Okay, nothing wrong with Amelia Bedelia at all, but a book like this one about a little boy with autism might be a better choice for you to be able to answer the questions in the discussion guides and really get into the meat of what's going on in this class. So, a couple of other quick things. Recently published, not popular. So don't pick Dr. Seuss or all these wonderful books, but everybody's heard of them. It don't really need you to spend an hour filling out a discussion guide, on Hop on Pop, because we've all read it, right? So I want you to find new and interesting choices for this class. Send me your book choices for week 1 so that I can help you out. Is this going to be a good choice? Are you going to have enough material to actually work on a discussion guide? This is what the discussion guides look like. This is for the first one, informational book discussion guide. Okay, information book is just another way of saying nonfiction. This is for AYA. You just fill out 1 book. If you are middle school, you'll fill this out 3 different times, right? So it'll come down here. If you're elementary school, you got 5 books to list out, okay? So it'll probably take up half a page. And that's okay, because you've just read little elementary books. But I want you to, oh, this is important too. This CLCD is a website that we have access through Urbana, so you can get in. Don't sign up and pay money for it because we have it through the school. I'm asking you questions that are kind of heavy, right? So questions about gender and bias and that sort of thing. And this is why having a partner will help out kind of to give you somebody to bounce ideas off of. And what do you think about such and such in this book? So it's good to have a partner. Here are your partner lists. Jessica, Alyssa, Michelle, and Spencer, Allison, and Michaela. And if you need help getting in contact with your partner, just let me know. I'll give out the emails, but it should be in the email that I just sent you, so you can access that. Diigo, let me show you what Diigo is all about. There's the instructions there, but let me go up to actually your group, EDP 421 Fall of 18. That's you guys. First thing you're going to do is introduce yourself, right? And this is sort of the quick little thing. It's a professional review. Let's look at informational books. I gave you an example for each kind of book that we're going to read. I gave you an example what it should look like. It's a professional, objective, not necessarily synopsis, but I give you the details of what happens in this informational book. And like I said, the instructions for that are on the Blue Quill Diigo responses right there. All told, there's 6 of them at 15 points each. So, and I will put them score in at the end. Just one category here for 90 points. Okay, let's see. Oh, important. Resources. Each week at the beginning you have a couple of resources that'll be important for you to read. This one's going to be especially important for you for the whole entire term, so you might just want to go ahead and print it out and have it so you can refer back to it. All those discussion guides kind of refer to questions and ideas that are brought up in that. Creative technology assignment is the very first thing that's due that's unusual. I mean, not a discussion guide. And I'm quite literal here. I want you to be creative, and you can do anything that you want. I gave you an example of a student who actually typed in the words of a poem and put it to music and added a PowerPoint slide picture show. And it's very good. It's moving. But you don't have to do anything like that. You can be creative. You can do a skit. You can act out a dialogue between the characters of the book that you have found. You can make an animation. You can draw. You can do any sort of picture. And there's a rubric here kind of for the time limit, and really that's the only thing I care about. If you want to run an idea by me, that's totally fine. And you can turn anything in early. I'm okay with that. And I'm generally okay with a couple days late too, that I don't, not a lot of point deduction coming from my end. So, because I totally get it. And I have a tendency to prefer to do things well and maybe not on time. So if you know that you have a great idea for a technology assignment, but it's just not going to be done on November 9th, that's okay. Just let me know, and you got some leniency there. Okay, so I'm not broadcasting, hey, everybody, feel free to be late. I'm just saying, if there's an issue, it's okay. This is a very fun topic kind of class. I want you to think about children's books and how you're going to use children's books in the future, and there's nothing more that I can get excited about than this class and what we do in the class to prepare yourself for future teachers. So, like I said, I tried to make it brief, but there was a lot to show you, and I'm sorry if it was boring. And I'll keep, kind of stay out of, you won't really need a lot of information from me. Like, I'm not going to pester you every week with more things to see and look at and read and listen to. Like, I literally gave you what I wanted you to see. And maybe later, when more explanation for the group project, you could probably expect to hear something from me about that. So, please feel free to ask me if you have any questions. And then if you need help with your partner, let me know too. So, all right. Thank you. I'll see you later.